Well, greetings once again. It's been a while since we've done a fire department update. I have to apologize to everyone out there that there's so many good activities and good projects going on in our department. I take for granted that everyone out there knows what's going on. So thanks to Lieutenant Rahonic for reminding me I needed to do another update. So I'm going to give you an update on everything going on in the fire department, both on the budget standpoint and from a project management standpoint. So let's go ahead and get started. Fire Station 10, as you well know, it is well under construction. We are still set for about a July 11th ownership date. Right now, the construction manager has 20, that would be 20, rain days that he's absorbed and has not put us behind. Any more rain from here on out, or bad weather, or even high wind will put us a little behind. But as of yesterday, we are on schedule for a mid-July takeover. If you assume a 2-week move-in process, because remember this is a brand new station, not just moving a station, we're probably looking at an August 1st, give or take, go live date. So Station 10 is on schedule, just about ready to start the interior finishes as we speak of this video. Department physicals are done. To my knowledge, it went off pretty well as we planned. Every one of you that participated should have your results by now, and you should be looking at your results, trying to figure out where you fit on the health and fitness scale. This was a work in progress, a somewhat painful work in progress, but as I promised to you, we kept our word on the process, on how the results will be used, and who will get the results. Who got the results? That's you and you only. And we're going to continue that for at least the next couple of years. And as I told you, we will reconvene our committee and again, figure out what is best for the Grand Prairie Fire Department related to the health and wellness of our members. Hopefully you've read by now about our high school fire academy. We have a joint partnership with Tarrant County Community College and GPISD, or Grand Prairie High School. Lieutenant Sam Carey has stepped up to the plate, and he will be the Fire Academy Commander. That will start this August of the upcoming school year. We have already interviewed around 20 students. We've narrowed it down to about 17 or 16 students who will be entering into the Fire Academy starting their junior year and continuing through their senior year of 17. We have a legal contract in place with Tarrant County Community College and GPISD on who's paying the cost. They are paying a cost of our lieutenant, but that contract does not start till September 16th of 2016, which means I cannot promote or add a position until that time. I know some of you are right on that bubble waiting to see if we can make that extra spot. Legally, under civil service, there's just no way we can, considering it really won't be enacted until next budget. But back to the Fire Academy, these are going to be kids out of Grand Prairie High School that when they graduate high school their senior year will be a certified firefighter, certified EMT in the state of Texas, and hopefully job and career ready. A lot of work has been done by Lieutenant Carey and many others on this program. It is a work in progress, but we are going to have a one-of-a-kind program for our youth in Grand Prairie to offer a fire career path to those who are interested. We're extremely excited about it. The council is excited about it. I can promise you the parents are very excited about it, as we had our parent night not too long ago, and there are a host of kids who are ready to become firefighters. Not too long, we're going to have a physical agility test to just see where their physical fitness is. That'll be at Station 3 in April. Keep in mind, right now, these are sophomores, so we're going to have to help get them through the next 2 years of fitness and firefighting. Much more information will come about this. Many of our instructors will help teach it through Tarrant County College. Again, I can't emphasize enough to you that this is a great program for everybody involved, and more importantly, our community. And our members are going to benefit because we'll be able to instruct and hopefully hire some homegrown Grand Prairie students to be firefighters. Other projects going on is we're about to have a new ambulance in service. It's not going to be our normal ambulance. It will be a Horton built. I believe INSCO, his project about a year ago was to form an EMS committee, and that committee recommendation was to try a Horton brand ambulance, which we're going to do. That should be in this summer, right before we open up Station 10. We will move it to Fire Station 1, since that's one of our busiest ambulances, and see how it works. We have no intention of changing at this point unless Horton is really that head and shoulders above Frazier, and then we'll just have to make a decision on our future ambulance choice. But you will see a different brand hit our streets this summer. We're also evaluating new tablets for EMS. I believe Station 3 and Station 5 are evaluating new technology, new tablets. We're looking at iPads. We're doing this because we're probably going to be forced to make a decision within the next 24 to 36 months on our tablets or our MDCs. They're just not going to be supportable in the future, so we're going to have to make a decision to go to some other platform for EMS. Also, new Engine 4 has been ordered, should be in relatively soon. It will fit in the station. It won't fit by much. So backing in will be even more critical than it is now to have a backer, but new fire engine 4 is on its way and coming to Station 4 soon. We're just about to close out the hiring process for Station 10. We have 5 more new firefighters starting Fire Academy in April and should get out just in time for our July opening of Fire Station 10, if not August. That will complete the hiring of 18. I'm not sure what our F number is up to, but this puts us right at 230 sworn firefighters for our department. The family picnic that we have had on an every other year basis, remember when we started our gala, we do it every other year. In the in-between years, we have a family picnic. That family picnic is now scheduled and booked for October 1st, which is a Saturday, and I believe it's a C shift. So this will be our second picnic, and we've had 2 galas. So every year, a different shift just happens to land on that shift, and this year it will be C shift. So please reserve that date. Tell your family, your kids, your mom, your dad, your uncles, and aunts. It'll be at Lloyd Park again on the lake, October 1st. I want to mention our emergency management staff real quick of Chase, Nora, and our new intern, Johanna. Tremendous work by this group. They do a lot of things behind the scenes that our department doesn't really realize, but from the flooding that we had and the amount of FEMA money we're trying to get reimbursed for, the partnerships we formed with our parks department, our streets department, and our special event unit, I just want Chase and Nora to know we recognize what you're doing. We know you're working hard. You don't get the accolades that a lot of our firefighters get. So Chase and Nora, thank you. It is recognized what you're doing, and I do appreciate your efforts. Chad Whitney, Chief Whitney, is working on our policy rollout. If you recall, we're going to an online manual subscription service. We will be one of the first departments in the state of Texas to try this. I'm not a big trendsetter when it comes to these type of projects, but we really had to do something with our policies and procedures as they were just too out of date and just not where we need them to be. So for the remainder of 2016, and this will go all the way into 2017, we will be rolling out our new policies that will be an online program, and Chief Whitney will come around and show you how that will work. I've also offered for the association to form a committee to just help review the policies, to just get more buy-in and make sure just a different set of eyes on them. So just know that policies and procedures are work in progress, and it is coming very soon. The Joint Irving Training Center is still a go. Bids were opened up this week, and we are a little bit over budget, but there are things being trimmed. Hopefully we'll break ground this summer and have a March, April, May 2017 grand opening. Again, that will be at the corner of George Bush and Beltline in Irving. It will be a 50% joint fire Grand Prairie Irving Center with a 5-story burn tower, a classroom, and some outdoor props. we will probably move our physical agility up there as well as many other things. Not as convenient for Grand Prairie as it is Irving, but it was a win-win for us to get a training center especially for the price we're getting it for. So that is also still ongoing. Chief Murphy's working on our Swift Water team. 20 members will be headed to Tarrant County College in May, I believe, May 9th through the 13th. This is another work in progress. We really don't have a Swift Water component, but as we've seen in the last 24 months, we need one when the flooding and El Nino and those seasonal things occur. I'm sure once we get our Swift Water team up and running, you know what's going to happen. We'll be in a drought, which is how it happens. But we are going to use this team for statewide deployment as well as local deployments when time is needed. You've probably seen a tremendous increase in training. I hope you've seen a tremendous increase in our training activity. Captain Pwanka is doing a great job trying to keep up with my demands on training. We've put out a couple of items to the email list on all the activities and training. I know April is an extremely busy month as well as June, but you will continue to see our training ramped up year after year. This is not only for ISO purposes, but it's really for succession purposes. If you think about the amount of new people we've hired in the past 3 years, let's just say that number is 60, it takes a lot of time and effort and money to get everybody trained where we need to get them trained if we want to be an all hazards department, which we will be. Chief Murphy's also working on a new bike team. We will be participating with Cycling with the Mayor starting in April. We will also have a bike team at the Epic, and we will have a bike team at the different special events. This is a brand new program, but I commend Chief Murphy for getting it going. We'll probably at the end of when it's all said and done, have 3 to 5 bikes with maybe 10 on the team to just share the work and share the resources. Another thing I want to talk about is not so much fire department, but city development. So in my 29 years as being a firefighter in my 4th city, I can probably tell you I have never seen or felt as much positive energy as we have right now in the city of Grand Prairie. This is about development, budget, economy, and community support. It is as positive as it can get. I just want to cover some projects that are going on around the city so you as a firefighter understands what's coming to either your district or your city. There are numerous apartment complexes being developed or in the development process right now. You've seen the one on Arkansas Road. Raglan and 360 has a large complex. There's a large complex literally right behind Fire Station 10 that's about to open. 360 and I-20 has a new apartment complex imminent. Sarah Jane right behind Beto's will be a 391 unit apartment complex that is already being submitted for application. There's new townhomes going in on Barden. Of course, you know about IKEA. The flags are out. It's surveyed, ready to go. The engineering plans have been submitted. You'll see dirt moving over at the IKEA site really soon. What's exciting about IKEA, and this is really not out yet, but a developer has bought every ounce of land around IKEA and is telling us grand things coming around IKEA. We should have some quality restaurants and quality retail all surrounding IKEA in 2017, 2018. Of course, the Epic broke ground and coming soon during the fall of 2017. We have a new Walmart coming at 161 in Arkansas. In front of that Walmart, applications are already in the process for a Chick-fil-A, Panda Express, Whataburger, and many other fast food quality retail sites. At Carrier and West Chase, you're about to see that old theater being developed into a Panda Express and many other quality fast food or near fast food establishments. There's also some other things working around that haven't been announced yet, but you will see other announcements coming around that Carrier West Chase area. The one thing we tend to forget about is I-20 and I-30. We are on the cusp of getting service roads on those two highways. And if you can imagine what's in Arlington on the service roads, well, guess what? it's coming to Grand Prairie as well. You will see massive retail growth when the service roads go in. Now, of course, for our emergency responders, it will be painful with the traffic and the amount of accidents we're going to have to deal with during the construction. But at the end of the day, in 2020 or whenever the date is that the service roads are done, we will have another host of retail. And so I just wanted to share that with you of what's going on in the city, because it is sort of unprecedented for the city of Grand Prairie. Some things we're looking at in 2017 and beyond that we will have much more conversation about, I just want to go ahead and plant the seed to you, is our physical agility will have to change. It's never really been vetted in a legal process. It really doesn't match our job description. So we will be changing our physical agility in the next 18 to 24 months, and that is a long process that we'll have to go through. Fire prevention. We have to enhance our fire prevention. Captain Kirkendall submitted a good plan. We will be looking at fire prevention, not so much on the arson side, but really on the prevention and inspection side. We need to decide if this is a business we're going to be in, then we need to do it right. I've talked to a few council members about this. They're on board. So I would really anticipate getting a correction to our fire prevention side in 2017 and 2018. We're also looking at a heavy rescue or another truck. Now, I just mentioned the amount of growth coming to our city, and remember, that's just the tip of the iceberg. More is coming. Station 5 is getting 80% of this development, and then Station 10 in South is getting the rest. We're looking at maybe adding a truck to Station 5 long term. I'm also looking at a heavy rescue for the city. How we staff that, how we get it, is still to be determined. But I think we really are ready to expand our fire operations as the economy and as our community grows. And then, of course, Station 4 is imminently on my radar. We've got to do something with Station 4 as well as Station 3. We had a plan for Station 4, but it sort of fell through with the golf course and the warehouse issue off Avenue K or H. But we do have to do something with Station 4 sometime in the next 12 to 24 months. So again, that's on our radar. I want you to know there's many promotions imminent. April 25th and 26th is our promotional ceremony. And I want to read out who's promoting and what their assignment is, because you're going to be seeing them do a lot of extra work. So on the captain's side, Captain Jurek is going to create our new website. Captain Williams will be in charge of a Fire Officer 1 course that I think we're teaching in October. Captain Grider is in charge of Station 10 to take care of the entire purchase of everything that goes into a new fire station. Captain Spivey will be in charge of teaching our department fire reporting in INFRS, which is the National Fire Incident Reporting System. On the lieutenant side, Lieutenant Baker, he's already done. He created and developed a training manual for our dispatchers several months ago, so he has completed his. Lieutenant Simpson will do the Fire Officer 1 course with Williams. Lieutenant Manns will have a prevention project. I think Nikki's going to police school and becoming our 620 is a project in itself. And Lieutenant Barry is in charge of getting all the new logos for our different stations that do not have logos. On the driver's side, Layman is in charge of doing the reserve engine update. Walker and Tanner will be doing an emergency vehicle driving course. I believe that's in August. So in August, every firefighter and driver in this department will sort of go through that NFPA driving course that you took for driver operator. It'll be a fun time. We'll score it, have some fun with it. So that'll be in August. Zilkowski has already done the fee review for Caroline. Exciting project. He is done with that. Clifton is in charge of Fire Station 4. We're trying to find land or warehouse to move Fire Station 4. So he's making recommendations as we speak on where that should go. Tabola will be in charge of the new brush truck. We have money in our budget to purchase a new brush truck, so the decision needs to be made. Are we going to stay with what we have, or do we need to buy something what's better for our terrain and what we need? And then finally, Driver Maxwell is in charge of the traffic safety course that many of us are so painfully aware of this month, that we're going through that 4-hour online program. And finally, I just want to close with just reminding everybody the great energy in our city, the great energy in our department, all the great projects, the good things going on. Just keep the positive energy going. As Chief Murphy said in our meeting a few months ago, this is our department. It's not my department. It's not your department. It truly is our department. Keep things as positive as you can. And I really ask only two things of each and every one of you at this point. The first thing is just be nice when you're on a call. It's really that simple. And the second thing is go home tomorrow morning safely to your family. If we can do those two things, everything's going to be fine. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your dedication, and we'll see you next time.